5 minutes after 7 o'clock in Trinidad and Tobago. Good to have you with us as we continue in the second hour of Morning Edition on this Wednesday, as we continue to unmask the vote in Tobago West with the incumbent Shamfa Cudjoe, who is the Member of Parliament, of course, for Tobago West, who is the Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs. Minister, good of you to stay with us. I think you wanted to clarify a point I was developing about what I consider the fairly recent developments as far as the development of Tobago. You can go ahead, please.
Right. I wanted to point out that you spoke about these incentives as if they were only just introduced, and I was explaining to you on the break that when I returned home in 2008, you had grants like the Business Development Grant now being introduced, and over the years, those grants have been expanded. We also now have the Venture Capital Fund, where many Tobagonians would have benefited to develop their businesses over the years. So these incentives have been pumped into the Tobago economy to assist Tobagonians and to promote private sector development over the years. So it's not something new at all.
And Minister, the reason I'm referring to you as Minister, because you've had two significant portfolios in the last 5 years. First, tourism, and now sport and youth affairs. Has that hampered you as far as your availability to represent your constituents in Tobago West?
No, not at all. Because I have the opportunity to travel back and forth between Trinidad and Tobago, which I have been doing the bulk of my week. For the most part, I spent half my time in Trinidad and half in Tobago. I've managed to have public days every week. I have a monthly walkabout every month, so I never stopped walking. Matter of fact, as of October 2016, I started a program where I walk a different part of the constituency every month, even if it's one street, two streets, just to maintain that connection with the people within my constituency. I do a monthly school visit in order to encourage young people in civic engagement. Then I have the roving office day, which is the same, which is done in Tobago East, where we take the office of the MP to a different community throughout the constituency, because we went to people for their vote. I went to people, I knocked on the doors and asked them for their vote. And when I recognized that people were not coming, a public day I would have 20 people, 15 people. We felt the need to team up with other entities within the public sector and also private sector to go out and take services to the people of the constituency through venues close to them, like the community centers. So I've kept in touch. I've remained connected, remained humble and accessible to the people of Tobago. I've championed their cause at the level of the cabinet to have programs like the self-help restarted in Tobago, so Tobagonians can have access to grants and opportunities offered by the ministries in Trinidad also. And to me, that is representation, good representation to the people. It's about speaking up on their behalf and ensuring that they get the services that they need. I do the footwork for them, and that's my job as an MP.
Sure, and as we talk about the ministerial portfolio of tourism, which is so pivotal, especially to your home island of Tobago, and given the state of the tourism sector, notwithstanding COVID-19, even before that, are you comfortable with your service as a tourism minister, especially to Tobago?
I would have spent 2 years in tourism. That's roughly 2015 to the very beginning of 2018, and I would have sought to try to develop policy to help direct tourism in Trinidad and Tobago. We must remember that tourism in Tobago falls squarely under the Division of Tourism under the Tobago House of Assembly. That is a Schedule 5 responsibility. As far as I could contribute in my position as a minister, the first thing I did in December 2015 was to go to the cabinet to open up the tourism accommodation upgrade program for Tobagonians, because the program was developed and it prevented Tobagonians were not allowed to access the tourism accommodation upgrade program, where the government goes half-half with you and supports you in developing your hotels and so on, and even expanded the government loan guarantee program to include tourism ancillary services. And that would have been part of my contribution in my capacity as Ministry of Tourism. Would have also established the State Getaway program to promote domestic tourism and included the Tobago stakeholders, even though they were not specifically under my watch. But it's all about partnership. In 2016-17, we would have dissolved the TDC, and that would have been done to allow both Tobago and Trinidad to place a laser focus on developing their tourism product and marketing their tourism. And I think that has worked out well for Tobago, where Tobago has already set up the Tobago Tourism Agency and has already done good work in promoting Tobago and marketing Tobago to the point that they have received different accolades and so on for their performance in marketing the destination. Then we had the COVID situation. Tobago is already moving apace with developing standards ahead of Trinidad for the tourism industry, and all that work would have started under my watch. So I'm pleased to see Tobago now and the Tobago House of Assembly now playing a bigger role and fully managing and marketing the destination, and Trinidad going its own direction as it relates to marketing their product, because the two products are very separate and distinct and different, and it's important that the different type of marketing strategy is being employed to properly market Tobago and market Trinidad, and so that one would not continue to stifle or trample the other, and they can truly express themselves and attract the necessary clients to the tourism product and become more attractive and competitive. And I think that has worked out quite well for Tobago, the Tobago House of Assembly, and the new TTAL agency. I then moved to sport in March of 2018, and it's not just sport, it's Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, and I had the opportunity to expand sporting programs to also give the necessary assistance to the athletes and the national governing bodies. I played a significant role in developing programs along with the team in the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs for young people, such as the 40 Under 40 initiative, where we take stakeholders or entrepreneurs to the schools to encourage young people to develop businesses, to think along the line of entrepreneurship and non-traditional career paths. Then we have Empower, which is about empowering young men and putting that laser focus on the development of the boys and men within our communities. That has been going pretty well. We're working with stakeholders like the Commissioner of Police, Commissioner of Prison, and a host of other masters and brand ambassadors throughout the community. We would have also developed the LEAP program, which speaks to helping young people develop professionally and personally in time management, dining etiquette, how to develop a business, how to manage your money, how to write a resume, how to dress for work. So the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, we have been doing quite well in reaching the youth and in working with Sport TT also to advance sport development and development through sport in Trinidad and Tobago.
Minister, well, time is just about run out on us, but hopefully we'll have other opportunities to delve further into the issues of governance, especially when we talk about the constituency of Tobago West. Thanks very much for taking the time to speak with us this morning. Shamfa Cudjoe, member of